What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. I know some of you are already seeing this wall behind me. This is not an actual wall. This is a green screen effect. But I know some of you are going to be excited, and you should be excited because I'm excited. I'm happy about this. And we're going to talk about this wall behind me. We're going to talk about a little bit about Arkham Knight. We're going to talk a little bit about my new haircut and the big bushy beard. We're going to talk about my health and how I'm doing there. We're going to talk about 4th of July in America and patriotism and all that stuff. But before we talk about any of that, let me go ahead and preface this by saying I'm going to be out of town for a couple of weeks. July is going to be a real spotty month for me if you're used to me streaming and if you're used to me making YouTube videos. The reason being is because we have 2 trips to take. The later of which will be VidCon. I'll be out of town for about a week for VidCon. I will be filming there, so you have a lot of VidCon footage when I come back. I'm not there on any official capacity of any type this year. I'll just be going to just go and have fun. But that means I'm going to be able to film a lot more, and that should be fun. Then between July the 1st and July 13th, I'll be out of town visiting family, which means there'll probably only be a couple of YouTube videos a week, if that. But I will try to film on the road and film while I'm there. And Twitch streams will pretty much be on hiatus from the 1st to the 13th. So if you're used to viewing those types of content, I'm so sorry. But every once in a while, I think anybody needs a break from whatever it is they do as a routine. And as much as this is a passion of mine, one that I enjoy so much, I feel like it's time to take a little bit of break. And I don't really have much of a choice because my wife's going there one way or the other, and I want to be with her. So, I love my in-laws. I love my family. I love spending time in the UP. It's going to be a lot of fun. I even have a friend who's tagging up there with us, so I'm going to meet some people while I'm up there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. I think it's just going to be a blast. And I think it's going to be a much-needed rest, especially after getting sick last week. And now, let me follow up on that a little bit. This last week has been amazing. It's been great. Like, I've been sick. It's like so sick. Nauseous all the time. And I've been sleeping like 14-hour days. And I've been in recovery. And I've just been miserable. And it's been the best thing in the world. Because even though I've been sick, and even though I've been tired, and even though I've been confused, and even though I've been kind of just crappy getting over this, whatever this is, I have also not wanted food. And when I've tried to eat, it's been difficult. Like I would get like a 6-ounce pot of yogurt. And I would be like, why is there so much yogurt? Why is there I can't possibly eat this much yogurt. My doctor told me to eat a ton of yogurt. And I can't get it down. I can't get any food down. Even my favorites, I can't get down. And it's awesome. Because normally a bathtub filled with yogurt, a swimming pool filled with yogurt would not satiate me mentally or physically. And now I can't eat. And if I had one wish in this world, my wish would be that it could be like this forever. I would be so happy if this could be the way it was for me forever. Because I've lost weight. I've lost so much weight, my scale seems upset and confused at me. It's like, are you dying? I don't know what to tell it. I'm sure a lot of that is water weight, obviously, but surely there's been a few pounds of physical fat weight lost too. I wish it could be like this forever. Because normally I feel like such a slave to food. All I can do is think about eating. Even when I'm eating, I'm still thinking about eating. And now the thought of eating makes me nauseous. I'm nauseous all the time. I'm sleeping all the time, 14-hour days. I can barely stay awake. The longest I stayed awake was 12 hours. And it's awesome. It's awesome. But I've still been getting my Twitch streams done. I've still been getting my YouTube videos done to some extent. And that's good. Because I love you guys. This is my passion. I just love being able to do it. I also love 4th of July. One of my favorite holidays. It'll be one of the very first times I haven't spent 4th of July here since I met my wife. It'll be the first time spending with my in-laws. But I've been told that they're going to do it big. We're going to do the campfire. We're going to do the food. We're going to do the fireworks. We're going to do it all. And I can't wait to do it UP style. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. When I say UP, I mean the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. That's what I'm referring to. I love this country. I love the unbridled patriotism. Which is going to bring me to this topic, and I know it's going to be fairly controversial, and some of you are even going to tune out because I want to talk about this, but I don't care, because this is such an achievement for me. Now, I'm sitting in front of a rainbow wall here, and that's to celebrate Gay Pride, for Gay Pride weekend, and the Supreme Court Supreme Court's verdict on Friday. And I know some of you will disagree with it, and I'll address that for a minute, but for a longtime liberal like me, this is good stuff. Like, this is great stuff. And some of you are going to be surprised. Some of you are going to say, Boogie, liberal, aren't you famous in, like, gaming media for being, like, some crazy, messed up conservative? You would think. That's what some of them think for some reason. It's absolutely not true. I've been liberal my whole life. The problem is they keep moving the goalposts on me a little bit. Like, what is liberal when I was a kid is now not that liberal, and like what is liberal is like very extreme. Which I'm still all for. Like, I'm all for a lot of that stuff. But equality under the law is something that's always been very important to me. And I believe that if you're not harming another person, equality under the law is just common sense. It seems constitutional to me. I've always felt that. And I don't care if you're black or white or anywhere in between. I don't care if you're gay or straight or anywhere in between. I don't care if you're trans or cis or anywhere in between. Pretty much you deserve under the law to be treated equally. And I think that's what Friday means to me. Allowing same-sex marriage to happen here in the United States just seems like common sense to me. But then again, I'm not a particularly religious person, and I know some of you are. So my message to my more religious friends over the weekend and to you will be this: God will sort it out. Like you don't have to be that bent out of shape about it. You don't have to worry. God is omnipotent and omniscient. Like, I'm fairly certain that's what the Bible says. He knew this was coming. He's planned for it. He'll figure it out. You don't have to be that butthurt about it. You don't have to be that upset about it. Just let God worry about it. And the rest of us will marry who we want to love, and that's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Just trust in him, man. If you believe in God, if you believe in an all-powerful, all-loving God, he'll figure it out. Okay? He's got it covered. In the meantime, I think it's amazing to see some of the friends that I've had since a very, very young age finally get to fulfill their dream of getting married if that's something they want. I would say right now, though, no offense to any of those people, right now would be a really good time to get into being a divorce lawyer, practicing divorce law. Because statistically speaking, there's going to at least be 10% more divorces. Statistically speaking. Oh, but man, I thought about doing some character stuff like Francis or Jesse or whatever, but I couldn't hide it. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I just not been able to hide it. It's been good. Me and my wife have been very, very happy for some of our friends and some of my fans. And if you're one of them, man, high five. Let's see. One last thing I want to talk about tonight, Arkham Knight a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about Arkham Knight in the unusual case of the very first game ever being pulled from Steam. Now, my Francis video seemed to be celebrating that. This is because the internet seems to be celebrating it. I want to remind you guys that the folks over at Warner Brothers, the guys over at Rocksteady, the guys over at whoever it was that ported over to PC, they were given an almost impossible task. I love you guys. If you guys are fans of me, I'm fans of you. You know, I know you could only do as much as you could. I don't really celebrate the fact that you guys got screwed by this or by the bad executive decisions or just this short time frame you were given. It sucks. That said, what an amazing time to be a consumer. What an amazing time to be a gamer. What amazing times we live in. What just a crazy good times. It's a real shitty week if you happen to be a Confederate-loving, Obamacare-hating homophobe. But other than that, you're having a good week. Other than that, we're having a pretty good week, the rest of us. I like to see the fact that they are already starting the patching on Arkham Knight. I'm glad to see that they are working on trying to get everything on track. I think that they'll get it to be a good game. I played it on PlayStation 4 now for about 4 hours. The 4 hours I played has been enjoyable. It's been difficult to concentrate too well on a game because of my brain, but I'm getting there. And one last thing, a lot of people have been talking about the beard lately. I was going to shave it this week, but that is not the case. My wife likes it. And because my wife likes it, it stays. So we gave me a haircut tonight for the summer to stay nice and cool. But the beard stays. I like it because it gives me the illusion of a chin. And that makes me happy. Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to make a few videos that will upload while I'm gone, and then hopefully you'll have at least one video a week while I'm gone so you guys can see what's going on in the great wild world of Boogie. And I miss you guys already. I hate leaving you, but I'll be back soon, and I promise I'll still upload. So some of you won't even notice I'm gone. YouTube keeps telling me to upload less. To be honest with you, they say 3 videos a week is plenty, da-da-da-da-da. I don't really know. I don't know what the right answer is. I just do what I do. I just do what I do. And what do you do? What are you doing for the summer? Are you guys taking a vacation? Have you already had your vacation? Do you have one planned? I'd love to see what you're doing for your vacation plans. I'd love to see it in the comment box below. Use the word vacation in your comment box, and I'll know that you made it all the way to the end of this long video. I don't know how long. The software I'm using doesn't tell me. I'm going to guess 11 minutes and 18 seconds. All right. I love you guys. Have a good vacation. There'll be plenty more uploads, I promise you. I love you guys. I'll speak with you again soon. Thanks for watching.